So right before summer started, I really started to get back into fishing. When I was little, I loved to go fishing and hunting and hang out outside. But since then, I have been looking for probably 2 or 3 months, and I couldn't find one. But just a couple weeks ago, I finally found one on Facebook Marketplace that was super cheap and a super good deal. And here it is right here. I got a Nitro 1994 bass boat. It is a 190 DC, and let me show you guys around it. So the motor on it is a Mercury 125. It is a 2-stroke motor. Great motor, have had it out, runs perfect, can't even complain about it. That was the one thing that I was worried about with this boat, because I didn't know if it was going to run good or not, being so cheap. But let me tell you, she runs like an absolute beauty. But let's keep moving on the boat. Then we come here, we have a nice big 2-door live well right there. Then we got obviously the charger, but also one good thing, this boat came with some excellent, and I mean excellent, extra seats. Because the main seats, yeah, they're a little rustic and used and worn out a little, but let me tell you, they'll be perfectly fine just to use for now. But yes, these extra seats, like, that thing looks brand new. Now moving on, we have 2 side compartments on both sides. This one has a paddle, some life jackets, an anchor, and some side buoys, just the quick essentials that you need. Also a fire extinguisher that you need on the boat. And this one, I have some tackle put in there. I have went through the whole boat and put most of my stuff in it because I took it out the other day. But I put some tackle in there, just some extra stuff that's not exactly for bass fishing, but for other fishing, because I don't just bass fish. But that's all in there. Now we are actually in the cockpit of the boat, which I will show you. There are a couple nice, and I mean nice, details about this boat that I was actually surprised to see when I got it. But here we go, let me show you them. So first things first, the boat does have a hot foot, which is super nice. But the other thing about this boat is all the switches over here, they work. And I was actually really surprised about that, because I thought that most of the time that it wasn't gonna work, and I thought maybe the live well would be out or something, just little minor details that I'd have to fix. But there isn't a single thing out on this boat besides one thing. I guess there is one thing that doesn't work on this boat, but other than that, everything on this boat so far works really well for what I paid for it, and I am super stoked on that. But let's keep going through the boat. So over here, passenger side, in here we just have a whole bunch of random stuff, some documents and books, my little plug for the boat, and then a couple pliers and another set of keys, which are super handy. And then obviously the whistle, because you need that. There is one thing that came on this boat that I actually didn't even know was listed on it when I bought it. And when I got it, I was actually kind of happily surprised that it was in there. And I have 2 depth finders, but only one of them works, which is the front one. And it's just a little guy, but it still works, and I am actually pretty happy that I at least have one depth finder. Otherwise I would technically be fishing pretty much blind and just guessing what's underneath me. But yeah, let me show you that. So here are the 2 depth finders that came with the boat. They are pretty small, as you can see, just my hand covers that one, and this one's not very big either. But actually this Humminbird, I have plugged it in, tried to turn it on, but it wouldn't turn on. If you have any recommendations in the comments, I would love to hear. Maybe even see if one of you guys could figure it out in the comments for me. But this Garmin one right here, which is a fish Fish Finder 90, which is from 2006, which is 3 years after I was born. This one does work, and that one goes up in the front by the trolling motor, which is super nice because when I'm up there, I do have a depth finder just so I know that I'm not going to beach the boat or hit any rocks, which is super, super helpful to at least have that one. But with that being said, let's move up to the front of the deck. Now up here at the front of the deck, we do have two rod holder compartments, one on the left and one on the right. On the right side, I put all my baits because I don't have that many rods to fit in the boat. But then on the left are all my rods right in there. And then we have one nice giant opening right in the front of the boat, which I put 2 bike seats in there and then my good old net, which fits right in there. But then this part right here, it doesn't open from the top, but it actually opens from right here in the cockpit, and I threw all my life jackets right in there with also my throwable. So then I don't really have to have them in other compartments or in spaces that I can actually use for something else. So that was super nice to just throw them under there, tuck them away, and not even have to worry about them. But now let's move all the way up to the bow of the boat where the trolling motor is. So up here we have a nice Motor Guide trolling motor, which actually works pretty well for how old it is. I want to say it came on the boat, so it's probably 20 years old, and she works just fine. Nice, easy, super clean, runs like a charm for how old it is. Foot pedal is a little hard to get used to because it's so high up. As you can see, it's way off the ground, off the deck. It's not built into the deck. But another nice thing is right here on the front of the boat is actually the trim up and down, which that does work. And that is super nice because we were running yesterday in like 3 feet of water and I had the motor still down and completely forgot about it. And was able to trim it up right from standing there and didn't even have to worry about it after that. And that was probably one of the nicest things about having that up there, which was super, super easy and nice. But also one more thing that the last owner added to the boat that was not on here was these custom right here little rod secure straps. He has one on each side over there and right here. Those are super nice, super easy to use, not too challenging to get your rods under, and they do hold them pretty tight. You don't have to really worry about them because we did make a pretty good run yesterday all the way around the lake, back and forth a couple times, and no rods moved, no rods shifted, so that was super nice. But that is my boat that I got on Facebook Marketplace for a total of $3,500, and let me tell you, I'm not complaining one bit. There is a couple things. The trailer is in pretty good shape, but the bunks on it, I think maybe a couple of them didn't have screws in the back, and so I just have to get a couple screws and put those in the bunks. Other than that, the boat itself is super good, super clean, and I can't really complain. But that is my cheap Facebook Marketplace find of a boat, and let me tell you, having it a week, I'm not complaining about it one bit, and hopefully we'll get you guys some videos out on it fishing super close to here soon, and I will let you know. But also, we are changing it up just a little bit. We're posting on Fridays from now on, no more Thursdays. Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern time, we will be posting there. And also, if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much. Comment fishing so I know you made it this far. And also leave a like, subscribe, and I will catch you guys next Friday.